Hello and welcome back to What's Your Story. This is your host Arhan Thaman, and in this episode, we're talking to a very special guest. His short film Tamash has won multiple national awards. He has worked with comedy giants like AIB on a lot of their sketches, and his new film Chintu Ka Birthday is a fantastic film, and it has just released on the Z5 platform. I hope you guys like this episode because we're in conversation with Mr. Devanshu Singh.
When the going starts to get tough, you can't help but often wonder if there's a way out. You can't afford to quit, and you gotta know there's more to life if you would see through all doubt. So get up and boogie down, let your feet get off the ground. Come on and sing it loud. We are the party people. Troubles that keep you where you are. They hold you tight and press you down. There's only one way to stick around. Why don't you let it go and lay back? Just take it nice and slow, easy red. Can't fight the feeling, so lose your mind. Oh, slipping away in the things while we dance. Don't you worry, no, keep on trying. Pull out the cringe, yeah, deep inside.
Okay, we are rolling. What's up? What's going on?
Hi, Alan. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. How are things back in India? What's happening with the film right now?
The reaction to the film is overwhelming. It's not even been 5 days, and the kind of love that we are getting is exceptional. It is beyond any stretch of imagination. Um, we knew that we had written a certain story with a lot of love, and every filmmaker would claim to make his or her film with a lot of love and would claim that it's a labor of love, as we call it.
Yeah,
But the amount of uh, love that we are getting from the audience, especially in today's time, पहले क्या होता था कि people would go to theaters, they would watch a film and they would not have a direct connection with the filmmakers.
yeah,
In today's day and age, people can reach out to you through an Instagram post in the middle of the night and they can share whatever they feel about it.
yeah,
And this is the time, the last 5 days have been very overwhelming, very humbling, and all the um, pain and sorrows of being able to tell your story the way you want to, and all these things are now suddenly somewhere far away. I'm unable to see the struggle, the troubles, or the ordeal of making it. It's just so much love coming from so many quarters from different countries. We have tried to tell a story with sincerity and whatever we knew, you know,
yeah.
my co-director, co-writer, brother Satyanshu Singh and me, and our team, not to forget. But we never knew that there was so much love coming. So this is really, really amazing.
Well, that is great to hear.
I just checked out the Facebook page of my um, DOP,
Okay, yeah.
and I wrote a post for him today, a post of appreciation. I mean,
I
this is
saw
the
that
least I
post.
can. And his family have been liking the post. I've met his mom and dad in one of the screenings in Delhi
Yeah.
a few months back, so I know them. And I'm seeing my post being shared in their family and in their respective Facebook this thing, and it's so happy. It makes me so happy कि मेरा लिखा हुआ एक post उनकी family में it is being shared with their family and friends. Everyone is appreciating each other and the hard work that all of us put in together. So yeah,
You're talking about Mr. Siddharth Devan, right?
Mr. Siddharth Diwan, yeah, the legend.
Yeah, I mean, he's done so many films and his work is really good. Like, you can definitely
Yeah,
see that in the film. So, we'll
yeah.
talk about the film later on. Let's first talk about you. So, I want to start by asking you, like, where are you from and how did you get into the industry as a writer and director?
For me, it was very easy, very very easy because I'm born in this loving family, and my parents they chose to give me birth right after they give birth to my biggest contributor, my teacher, my brother, my friend for life, my partner in crime, Satyanshu Singh. So I'm the younger one, and I'm blessed to be the younger one because I get to take the cake, and he does all the hard work. So it's been very easy for me. I've come from a small town called Munger in Bihar. This is exactly where Chintu's family comes from in the film.
Yeah.
So I come from the sleepy town where making a film is almost like an impossible dream. You know, you don't have filmmakers from that place. I very clearly remember that when we were in our teens, we would have electricity only for 3 to 4 hours. There was no no exposure at all. We wouldn't watch TV. You know, we were restricted to a few TV shows. We did not even have a dish TV connection until very late. I remember very clearly that I was in my I think, 10th standard when the dish TV connection, the satellite television, actually came to my house. You know, and then it was the board exams. And if you are a Rajput boy from Bihar, all you get to do is study and make sure that you make your parents proud and you make sufficient money for your family and take care of all the entire family. That's how we're all raised to be, you know, in a middle class setup. But fortunately, Satyanshu and me, uh, we have had a very strange, I would say, a very strange, a very pure, a very, क्या कहूँ उसको, a certain connection with films.
Hmm.
Maybe because my parents were very drawn towards films. My parents are one of the biggest film buffs you'll see.
Yeah.
You know, um, my father would my father would travel to different to other cities to be able to catch a film of his choice before it would come to his hometown.
Acha.
You know, he was that guy. He would tell us stories where he would take boats to go and travel to a certain uh, a city. And my mother and her sisters, you know, she had 4 sisters and her cousins, all 6, 7 of them. They would go and watch movies, and I think apart from them, my Nana ji, the late Udai Narayan Singh, he is a very significant. He's one of the biggest contributors in this entire story. In this story, because he's a self-taught writer, poet, actor, theater director, musician, and all of that. I wonder how, you know, from a
Yeah,
small
at
place.
that time.
Yeah, and in during his time when he was as
Yeah.
young as us, he picked these things while doing his regular job. And I still have his compositions. I still have his poems. My mother has it, you know, like how they restore the old the movies of the past.
Yeah, yeah.
She would collect all his diaries and all his poems, and she thinks that we have taken after him. You know, this thing of learning it by yourself, being self-taught filmmakers. Because Satyanshu and I, we could not go to a film school. When we were young adults, Satyanshu went to Armed Forces Medical College, and I went to, and because he could get into the Armed Forces Medical College, and he could secure a future, and my parents were very proud and happy. Um, they could take a chance with me, with the younger son.
Yeah.
So I went to a media school in Mumbai,
Okay.
but I knew very clearly that
This is the
you
track you
have
wanted
to.
to.
This is the track. Otherwise, there was a slight detour. I'll tell you. When I was in my 12th standard, and my brother was very clear that the younger one should definitely go to a media school and become a filmmaker. Um, I had definitely gone to Delhi University, and I had taken admission at Hansraj College, and I was supposed to study BA History honors.
Yeah.
Um, but I had I had no inclination to do that. But then you have to secure a future, you have to get a job, and
That is
so on.
true.
And so I started doing that, but I found myself with the theater team, and I would do plays in the college. And for the first year, all I did was that. I also Um, I also wanted to move to Mumbai as soon as possible because I knew that Delhi में theater करके it would be a longer route.
Rude.
And let me tell you a very uh, funny story. I was telling to a friend last night.
Acha.
Uh, Everybody asks us ki, how come you guys were so inclined towards making films when when you were not exposed to a lot of cinema, a lot of good cinema. The movies that we could watch was 3 or 4 times in a year we could get VHS tapes and
Yeah.
VCRs at home, and we could watch like 3 4 movies in 2 nights.
Acha.
And we were very small, and my buwa would get it or my uncle would get it, and we would fall asleep. And then uh, but then my parents, because my parents were so interested in films, I remember this thing distinctly कि one evening Sunday को DD network, DD national पे they used to screen Hindi movies.
Hmm.
Okay, and mostly good movies that your family can watch together,
Yeah.
you know
Hmm.
but we were supposed to go out to play, so it was Sunday and we were in what 10 years and 11 years old. And my mother stopped us and she said कि कहाँ जा रहे हो, आज बड़ी अच्छी film आ रही है. And we were like, but we want
So,
to go play. And it was Millie, playing that day. And she told us कि Millie देखो बड़ी अच्छी film है.
hmm.
But it wasn't meant for our age. But my mother, she is so passionate about movies that she got us to sit and watch the film, and she would tell us these things. And it was just an atmosphere where we would respect art, we would love art.
Yeah.
um, but when I look back, I think all these things definitely helped me to understand the craft when it comes to direction. A director must have a sound understanding of all these art forms: music, dance,
That's true.
drama, writing, being around people, being with people, living in a boarding school, staying at home with parents, looking at the world closely. And I still maintain I'm a dreamer. I love procrastinating. I love to fool around. I love to look out of the window. I love to sleep. I love to daydream. I love to think about characters. I love to dream about myself. I love it. And I'm so blessed ki right now I'm in a position where I can live like a child. I'm an ad filmmaker right now.
Yeah.
I make ad films that takes care of my kitchen. I don't have to go to an office every day. I
Yeah.
live like a I live like a king in my own little den. But this hasn't been easy. It has happened because of a lot of clarity of what you want in life. Yesterday, a friend of mine was asking, but how come you had so much clarity about how you want to do things? And I was like, I don't know. It just happened. Maybe because my elder brother, the entire credit goes to him. He is somebody who is so clear and focused and passionate and so driven that if you are a younger brother, you
Yeah,
have
you can definitely pick up things from him and how he does things,
there's
and.
so much to look at, so much to look at. He saw my growth as a student, and he felt that I should not be pushed to study medicine or go for a crash course or an engineering or medical course the way they do it in our country.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about this little incident. I was in my 11th standard,
Hmm.
okay, and when I was 16, and I had this Kodak KB10 film camera with me.
Yeah.
I gave it to my mother one evening and I told her to click a picture of me. And she was wondering what is he up to? Because I would act and I would do things and I'd fool around, and she's seen me like this. So I made her stand at a distance, कि 6 feet पीछे चले जाओ, go stand 6 feet away. And then I posed like this, like this. And she asked me, what is this? And I told her, this is a picture I want to show you years later. I want to be a filmmaker one day. Click a picture right now so that you can tell people that
This is the moment when.
he knew from beginning that he wants to go. And there was nothing else. It was just that. And in my 11th standard, when I went to this amazing boarding school where my brother was studying already at, it is called Ramakrishna Mission Vidyapeeth Devghar. Okay, it's in Jharkhand.
Okay.
Again, a small city. And I was there, and I was surprised to see the kind of talent I had at my boarding school. In my dorm itself, I had the best footballer in the class. I had a voracious reader who would read
Hmm.
like a book a day, and two, three musicians, and a guy who was termed a scientist before he became one.
Acha.
You know, these many talents in my house and in my dorm, and there was nothing I was good at, and I had a sense of I would feel left out. I would feel like wait. A while back, when I was in my other school, I was one of the rank holders, and I was a good student, and I was like the 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 dude in my school. And here I am pitted against these wonderful people, and I don't have any ground I can stand on.
Yeah.
You know, and then I realized ki it was a long battle. It was a long time. I observed them, and I was in awe of them, and I
Hmm.
realized that there must I'm they I was craving for that one move, that one special tactic, that one special thing that I must have in me, which I can, tell them and stand in front of them proudly with, "Ki this is what I am." And there
Hmm.
was this Independence Day program that was happening, and these guys were there already. I was a new entrant,
Yeah.
and it so happened that within a month and a half, I started running the show
Okay.
because all I could think of was this show and how things should happen. And I started giving them some, ideas here and there. And then maybe they trusted. I owe a lot to them. Maybe they trusted me. Maybe they felt ki I should be given a free hand, and they gave me the charge, and I took it. And um I did not. Um I couldn't call myself the director or the showrunner, but I was practically doing everything, and it was the best time of my life so
Yeah.
far.
I mean, that's
Before
how
change,
that's how things start, right? I mean, you have to start somewhere, and gaining experience that way was, I think, really beneficial to you.
yeah, before Chintu happened.
Yeah, for me it was the same thing. Like, I'm a musician as well, so I'm playing bass. Like, I was playing bass for about 6 7 years now, and like the way I started it was through the school band. So I started learning bass for about a year, and then I basically went to the school band and said that, hey, I play bass. Do you have an opening or whatever? And so they were kind enough to let me play for one of the live shows directly, and they liked it, and that's how I was part of the band. And because I was part of the band, I had a lot of experience with playing live, going for competitions,
Mm.
and that whole teamwork experience that happens right before a competition, where everyone has to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to the practice and get all your equipments from home, get all the everything set up, the mics, the sound and everything, and like, practice till you get everything perfect. So I think that really helped me as well. And that's how you start, right?
Yeah, especially when you're growing up with such amazing talent around you, you get a sense of comfort when they respect you and start looking up to you a certain way. So I know my world changed after that night because my brother had organized the same show a year before I did.
Okay, okay.
And he went in without expectations. And what he saw, and when his friends would tell him, "Ki, your brother has done an incredible job," he came to me and he walked with me one night and he told me how proud he is of me and what his friends are talking about the
Yeah.
show that happened. And that gave me the much needed confidence, and I knew this was it. I always knew this was it. I needed a certain validation with me having to, cross a barrier of sorts. And when this happened, I was like, nothing doing. And I told my mother the next time I met her, "Yeah, I'm doing." Oh, I think she was present. She had come for that performance, and I told her that one day I'm going to start a production house and I'm going to make films. And this is happening, mom. This is happening.
So what was it like when you moved to Bombay?
I remember I had secured a seat at Hansraj College, as I told you.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine was applying for a media school in Bombay, and he told me, "Ki of all people, why are you going to study history when you should be going and studying media in Bombay?" And he was supposed to go to Mumbai in about the next 7 8 days. Something happened. I told my parents I want to do this. For once, my parents did not um, complain, and but there was no reservation. I couldn't buy a flight ticket back then, so I got into a local train compartment, and that is my happiest train ride because I knew this train ride is going to make all the difference.
Wow.
So I took it and I went and I can't remember the trouble that I had in the train, and I went there and wrote my papers, and I missed the seat. I think very closely. It was a close shave, and Satyanshu was in AFMC Pune, so he came to receive me and he took care of me, and we stayed together. And that happened, and it was a close shave, and I was very disappointed that if not now, I'll have to waste another year. And my brother told me he's a practical man. He told me that Devanshu, everyone takes a drop year. So go to Delhi, take a drop year, live your life, work very hard, and make sure that the next year you don't have to think twice. We are in time. We apply to a lot of colleges because I was so late. I could only apply to one college,
Yeah.
no, maybe a couple of colleges. So he said, next year we'll plan it and we'll make it happen. Don't worry.
So he was very
You know,
instrumental in this decision also.
in every decision of my life
Hmm.
that has gone right, I can say he's the man. So it happened like that. It began like that. The next year, I got admission into this college, RD National College, which is in Bandra in Mumbai.
Hmm.
And I was not really enjoying, the journalism and advertising lectures.
Yeah.
But I knew that this is the closest way to probably get there.
Hmm.
There was a time when my father's business had collapsed and he was having a hard time.
Yeah.
So I had to work and I had to make you know make the ends meet.
Yeah.
And my brother told me again, he's the hero, कि if you have to get a job, you have to take a pen and paper and figure it out.
Yeah.
List the names of people you think you can reach out to. It doesn't matter whether you've met them only once. Over 200 mails were sent, and I mean, this is how you do it, na? When you have
Yeah,
a
that's true. That's how
you
you
grow
have to.
up, you have a resume, and you have to go and meet people.
Hmm.
In this case, what happened was that there was no resume. I was only a student. I was a second year student.
Yeah.
I had nothing to prove. I had nothing to show. I had no show reel of mine.
Hmm.
So I simply reached out to people and I asked them for help. I told them I need money. I need a job. I need to sustain myself. I can't go back.
Yeah.
My one of my very dear friends, she recommended me to a casting director, and the casting director took me under her wing and she treated me like an intern and she taught me the ropes of casting, you know which has been one of my best learnings so far. 7 8 years later, the same casting director turns an ad film producer, and she watches my first short film, and then she gives me a job to direct ad films for her.
Okay.
So I'm directing ad films in her production house.
Yeah.
She has trained me and she knows me, and she knows what to expect of me, and she's been pushing me to do better and better in life. Her entire family is. So people kept meeting, as they say in Hindi, कि लोग बढ़ते गए, लोग मिलते गए और कारवां बढ़ता गया.
Ah.
You know. So this is how it happened. A very dear friend of mine, Charit Desai, now a filmmaker, a fellow filmmaker. I'm waiting for his debut very soon. So he reached out to me. There's a film production house and they need a dialogue coach. Your Hindi is better than the Mumbaiyas, the Mumbaikars. So let's give it a shot together. And he and I, we are supposed to train a Chinese actor to speak Hindi in a feature film,
Okay.
in a mainstream Bollywood film. And I was like, we don't know anything about anything. He had a screenplay, we read it, and I used to stay at his house. He's so kind, and we went to this production house and we gave an interview. And the person who was interviewing us is Nikhil Advani, and I don't know what they liked about us. They gave us a job, and Charit and I, we started training this Chinese actor. This Chinese actor was supposed to play Deepika's father, and the film I'm talking about is Chandni Chowk to China. So our job was limited to that, you know. कि बस उतना ही करना था. So he had like visa for 23 days. We had 23 days to take him through everything. We finished the job well in advance, and Nikhil sir was really happy with our work. And then later on, when he was shooting the film, my actor, the Chinese actor, there was a gap of 8 months. So naturally, he needed one more session or me to be around or something like that. So he asked for me, and he asked for us to go to Thailand with him and go to China with him to shoot
Okay, okay.
for the shoot. And I had my board exams back then, and I told Nikhil sir that I won't be able to do that. This is when Nikhil sir knocked. Literally, he told me this. He asked me these practical questions. He told me, "What do you want to do in life?" I said, "I want to be a filmmaker." He said, "How do you think you're going to get there?" I said, "By assisting a filmmaker." He said, "And who do you think I am? You are a filmmaker. Why don't you bloody assist me?" And I said, "I don't think I'm good enough." And he said, "Just stop this, drop this act, and come to set and forget about your board exams. We'll handle it." And I was like, "How can you handle my board exam?"
Yeah.
But he was very kind enough, and the production house, Ramesh Sippy Productions. So they helped me with my passport. I didn't have a passport. I didn't have money. I somehow asked for some money, and I had like 2,000 rupees when I went to Thailand.
Hmm.
And they put me up in a five-star hotel, and I was completely zoned out. I had my board exams, so I had to study for my board exams after every day of shoot. I was clueless on set. I knew nothing about nothing because I was not a trained assistant.
Hmm.
I mean, I have nothing to complain. I'm sure Nikhil sir did has a lot to complain about because I was not the ideal assistant to him back then. But this was the start of everything.
Going to college and then meeting new people, like those relationships last till today. So is there someone, like, is there was there someone who you are kind of still in touch with, and like um what's your relationship with those people?
Okay, so in college, I was an odd one out. Okay, I wouldn't talk to a lot of people, and I was a very shy guy. Not anymore. I was a very shy guy. I could hardly talk in English, and I couldn't handle, the presence of so many cool people.
Hmm.
I was a very shy guy, and I would keep it to myself. And I was also going through a lot of problems, financial problems. So I was trying to, in my head, I was trying to find a balance and just stick around. But then there were these amazing people, starting off with my friend and my producer now, Tanmay Bhatt. I met him there at college, and it is so funny. We were like, I I shouldn't say rivals, but uh, they were, when you are young, you are foolish and you want to prove yourself. You have this thing about you कि मैं बड़ा cool हूँ. So in
There's
my
a
own
little
world,
competition, there's a little
yeah,
spark about
yeah,
that.
yeah, we were kind of competitive, and we only needed one fine lady to break the ice. And this lady is another dear friend of mine, Kashvina. She has shot her first film. She's going to make her debut very soon.
Okay.
So she actually, there was a project where Tanmay and I and Kashvi and three other people, we were supposed to come together and do a project, a college project,
Right.
and we had to deal with each other.
You were forced to work
Yeah,
together.
yeah. Kashvi was leading it from the front, and she is a very fine filmmaker. You'll see her. She's going to come up with a big surprise very soon. So she actually held the fort together, and a Tanmay and a Devanshu and five six of us. We would just be there and observe her from a distance because she comes from a film family,
Yeah.
and she has that grace to involve you and um let you be at times and let you fool around. She's a great leader.
Hmm.
So we were like bachas in her company, and we enjoyed a lot, and we saw how she did. I didn't know how to break down shots, and she would have a pen and paper, and she would do it the right way, like how one is supposed to. So from knowing nothing about nothing, being in company of such amazing people, I wouldn't know that Kashvi and I will be assisting on films together.
Yeah.
So I didn't know Tanmay would produce my first short film, and he would produce my first feature film. They have shared so many things with me. They have shared their comfort. They've shared their homes, their families. They made me feel like I'm one of them,
So at
And
one
this,
time, if I'm not wrong, like you were staying with Tanmay, right?
yeah, I've stayed with so many people there. I was this kid who had no place to stay at, and Tanmay would take me under his wing, and I would stay for months at his house. I have stayed at Charit's house because Charit's father is such a kind man. Charit's mother, Charit's grandmother, I love them. They
Hmm.
would tell me, "तू क्यों जा रहा है? What are you taking? You're taking इतना सा तो space ले रहा है तू." Such lovely people. There's a dear friend Chirag. I've stayed at his house for months. So yeah, matlab, I've always felt at home because these people and their lovely parents, they loved me.
So let's talk about the film a little bit. Um, can you give us a brief of the film? Like, what is the film about?
Let me not say it in the most conventional manner,
Okay.
but Chintu Ka Birthday is a lot of things. Apart from being a story of an Indian family, a Bihari family trapped in Baghdad
Hmm.
in the 2004 US-Iraq war, it is a story about whim. It is a story about the whim of Satyanshu Singh, who felt that we could tell a compelling story about a Bihari family trapped in Baghdad
Hmm.
and still make people laugh and cry and go through so many experiences. Chintu Ka birthday is about the love that we have received in our lives, from all the friends, from all the family members. Chintu Ka birthday is our expression of our fascination about world cinema and the foreign language films that we love, which is why you have actors from different races
Right. And
or different
speaking different
languages in a
languages.
very first film.
Yeah.
Chintu Ka birthday is one rare film where uh, legends like Bishudip Deepak Chatterjee, who is one of India's biggest and the best sound designers, uh, a great talent like a Siddharth Diwan, an exceptional editor like Charu Shri Roy, they've come together and they've trusted and given us their love, trusted in our script, and they've made it what it is.
You said that you wrote this film 13 years ago. What happened in those 13 years? Like, I'm sure there were a lot of setbacks during that time, and to reach where the film is now, what all happened in those 13 years?
When we wrote the film, I was 21. We wrote the film without knowing anything about anything, and then eventually, the purpose of writing the film was to produce a screenplay. Satyanshu wanted to leave the Armed Forces Medical College. He is a man of reason and clarity, and he wanted to have written a 100-pager screenplay before telling the world that he wants to make films. My dad stopped talking to him for 2 years. So the struggle has been his more than me. He had to take this challenge of um, the fact when you leave the Armed Forces Medical College, where you have already volunteered to serve for 7 years
Yeah.
and you have lived with those perks already, you have to pay the legit bond money, which was around 15 lakhs. With my monthly income, which was 18,000 during that time, he had to take this, and he was no way going to stop himself. He had to take this decision, and let me tell you, I was the happiest because my childhood dream was coming true.
Yeah.
Only at that age you can say, हाँ 15 लाख हो जाएगा, manage कर लेंगे.
Hmm.
He was leading it from the front, and all I had to do was obey. And we worked and we did 100,000 things, and we restricted our lifestyle and made sure that we raised so much money. All the thanks goes to, apart from Sati's able leadership, was to his friends.
Hmm.
And imagine Tanmay Bhatt contributing to his classmates' elder friend,
But
but
I'm
it
sure,
was,
like, I mean, when you were living with them or when you were around Tanmay, like, he must have had the same feeling that I'm having right now. Like, you speak so highly of your elder brother, and I feel like, I feel that's the reason he would have trusted you enough. He, like, okay, take my money, doesn't matter. Like, you know, it's more
yeah, I mean,
important for you and your brother to, get into filmmaking.
yeah, but then let me put things into perspective. I mean, if you are my age, Tanmay is younger than me. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you are my age, and if I am 21, if I'm 23, you are 21. At that age, when you have money with you, when you have your own hard earned money, you are investing almost a lakh for your friend's brother, and you have no clue कि वो पैसे वापस आने वाले हैं या नहीं.
Yeah, that's
You have to have a heart, you
that is
know,
true.
would- to be able to make a decision like this. And it's not the amount that matters. It's the
It's the
either he's so
action.
stupid,
Yeah.
yeah, either he's so stupid or he has the heart of gold. And he has proved time and again that it's the latter. And apart from him, I'm not saying this because he's a producer. He's been my lifeline all this while. And every time we have fallen short of something, it's been he who has, like Hanumanji, rescued us. And all our friends, Satyanshu's classmates,
Yeah, they
or
all
even
chipped
they,
in.
they contributed, they
Yeah.
chipped in, and it is again a fantastic story. It's like fantasy.
Hmm.
So this also happened, and these are the things that make you feel कि you are here for a reason. People are helping you, people are supporting you. You have so much love coming in from all corners. Do not stop.
Hmm.
So what happened in those last 13 years was, apart from this amazing beginning, Satyanshu came up with this story, and then for the next 5 years, we had planned to give it to a director, and which would mark our arrival as writers,
Right.
because we were not ready back then to direct a feature film. Fortunately, nobody would pick this script because it doesn't have a hero or a heroine or song
Yeah.
dance
It's not
routine.
a typical film,
It's not your
typical
commercial
Bollywood
commercial
film. Yeah.
yeah, conventional commercial film. So people would say it's a great script. I've never heard anything like this, but then I don't know how this will work at box office and da da da. Then Vikramaditya Motwani, who I was assisting back then, he read the script. The next day, I was in the office sitting in a room with him, and he called me and he said, "Niche aja." And I came down and I saw Anurag Kashyap standing there, and I was like, "Arey, arey, Anurag Kashyap, Black Friday wale,
हाँ,
arey, arey, no
वो
smoking wale."
गॉड
And
मोमेंट होता है ना व्हेन यू सी समवन एंड
yeah,
बिल्कुल.
yeah, yeah. So a few weeks back, Anurag Kashyap had come to Nikhil Advani's office on his way to the airport, and he had said कि रिव्यू निकाल, मेरी पिक्चर की रिव्यू आई है.
Hmm.
So it was Devdi.
Oh,
So रिव्यू
okay.
निकाल, टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया ने 5 स्टार दिया, let me see. So I opened the review and I showed it to him, and this was my fan moment कि मैंने अनुराग कश्यप को उसकी
उनकी
फिल्म का
फिल्म
रिव्यू
का
दिखाया.
रिव्यू दिखाया.
And today my film has released with him. So Anurag read the script as well, and he told us he wanted to know who's written it and who are the us,
Hmm.
who's Satyanshu and Devanshu. And then he said कि यार, why don't you guys start directing?
Yeah.
Because what I can feel from your writing is that you should direct it yourself. And we were not at all convinced. We were like, sir, uh, I'm not sure what you're talking about. He said, I'm very sure what I'm talking about,
Hmm.
because a director needs time to prepare. You guys should start preparing, and don't take yourselves too seriously. You never know what films Martin Scorsese and Stanley Kubrick made when they were as young as you. And we made some terrible short films, and then eventually we ended up making our first short film in Kashmiri, which is called Tamash. Tamash is a Kashmiri word which means the puppet. So it's a Kashmiri film with Kashmiri songs and Kashmiri actors shot in Kashmir, and we are not Kashmiri. So we went there, did everything by ourselves. We had no money. Again, friends came to help. And back then, तो it was like कि तुम कश्मीर में जाके क्यों short film बना रहे हो यार, यहाँ बना लो. It fortunately went to places, and it had its own festival run. We recovered the money we invested through the festival awards, including a national award.
अच्छा.
So all of this happened, and we were very fortunate, and it was unbelievable, much like what I'm feeling right now. And these things made you feel कि नहीं भाई, somebody is showing you a guiding light.
This is the right path.
This is the right path. You can't get more clarity than this.
Yeah.
The first draft of Chintu was written in 2007.
Hmm.
उसके बाद we took like 5 years to polish it and perfect it. And then it was time to prepare ourselves as directors. So from 2012 onwards, in fact 2010 onwards, we've been doing these mistakes we call short films. After years of listening to no from various producers, it was Tanmay Bhatt who said, "Let me produce the film," and he offered us one thing which no other producer would have given us: the two words, complete freedom.
Hmm.
Satyanshu was writing the script in his college during his medicine days.
Right.
And during those days, there was a particular phone, a Reliance CDMA phone, a very small, cheap Reliance CDMA phone,
Hmm.
where after 10 o'clock, the call rates were zero. So Satanshu and I, we had a phone like that each, and he would call me, and we would discuss whatever he had written and stuff like that.
So basically, the
Uh,
whole film is written after 10 p.m.
no, it was discussed after 10 p.m. Sati would do all the hard work before that, and Tanmay would often hear about Chintu and some Mehdi character and some Lakshmi and some Nani, and he would ask me, "Kaun hai ye log Chintu into?" You know.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I read it out to him. That was long back when we were students, only to show, read it out to my friend.
Hmm.
He loved it and he felt a certain way about it. And years later, when they were contemplating, they wanted to turn producers, they wanted to create more content, bigger content, go big. Tanmay had started this thing with Satyanshu as the chief mentor, head mentor, first draft, where they train writers from across the country.
Yeah.
And then they realized that we have a script in our kitty. We already have Chintu Ka Birthday, which is a ready shooting script. It is well polished. So let's go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
So I know that Tanmay can't wrong me. He can't go against me. And I think he feels the same. And which is why he had so much trust. He never asked any questions. He would never come on set and look at things. I had by then directed some of his sketches um, at AIB. It was just like making a film with friends and family.
I mean, especially the producers being like all of the four co-founders of AIB, and like you having complete freedom. It must be like a very casual thing. Casual in the sense that when you're actually talking to each other and working with each other because you're all friends. But then obviously when you
Yeah,
go into production and you start working, then it's all professional.
complete freedom can go wrong, but you have to respect the fact that if has given you this amount of freedom, you're answerable. So this is what happens when a producer trusts a director and shows faith. A director then takes charge of the project as if every single money belongs to him or her, and then they try to use it towards the vision,
Right. To the
and
best
they are
of
answering.
what you can get for that money.
Yeah. Every single time I wanted something extra, Satyanshu would remind me and he would say, Dek, Tanmay has already spent so much. Be very careful about what we are demanding right now. So it works only when there is this conscious awareness about what people are giving you and how much you can stretch yourself for the right reasons.
That's true. So talking about like casting, like you said, you casted kids from Kashmir, and then you also have foreign actors, and you also have senior actors like Mr. Vinay Pathak and Seema ji as well. So how do you balance the dynamic between these actors, like on set when you have all of these people working together? How do you balance that?
When it comes to these many actors, see, the script demanded these actors, and it was our conscious choice. Nobody forced it on us.
Yeah,
So we never saw it like that. Now that you're seeing it, it's pretty demanding, but we never saw it like that. I always knew, having made a Kashmiri short film, I knew ki I could cast kids from Kashmir and they would pass off as Iraqi kids.
yeah,
I just need to trim the hair of the boy, give him a crew cut, and give him a certain outfit, and you have so many references in world cinema, yeah.
that's true. That's true.
And casting these American actors, Nate and Reggie, is also a delight because we cast them from 1,500 applications, and we cast them 6 years before we shot the film.
Right.
And before the shoot began, Satyanshu, me, and the actors, especially the actors from abroad, we had spent so many hours on Skype discussing the scenes,
Yeah.
discussing the dialogues, and they had literally found elements in our understanding of what a soldier should be. So they went to their respective friends who had served in Iraq,
Oh, okay.
which is why the language that they talk
Yeah.
and the communication that they make over the walkies and stuff like that, the body language and things like that, they brought from their respective understanding and from various people. We had consultants who would check, at least on paper, If it looks fabricated, I take all the blame.
No, I mean it's very realistic that way. The actors kind of using the correct pronunciation of those words in those languages and a particular dialect. I mean, it's all very realistic when it comes to that.
We had actors who were willing to give their all. And
Yeah,
when you have actors like Vinay and Tilottama and Seemaji on set, all you have to do is follow them and remind them at times, if at all.
yeah.
There's a note upper, there's a note niche, if at all. Rarely, you know. Like Vinay Pathak
I mean,
gave us an
they're so experienced. Like, I mean, they know what the character brings and
yeah,
what are
yeah,
those small nuances that make the character who they are.
yeah. For example, Vinay told us Vinay has a reason as to why the father surrenders to the soldiers.
Hmm.
Tilottama has a reason why she wouldn't do something a certain way.
Yeah,
Nani ji knows. So Nani ji, during the birthday celebration, while we were shooting that scene,
yeah,
Seema ji came to us and she asked for a currency note. And I was wondering, I was like, why do you need a currency note? You don't even have a dialogue.
yeah.
You notice after a point, Nani ji does nothing in the film. She's just feeling scared
Hmm.
and she's clueless because she can't understand the languages.
Yeah,
So for days, she had nothing to do on set. But this is what a veteran does. She asked me to get her currency notes.
right.
She told me, if you notice grandparents, when a child is cutting a cake, they tend to give something because they can't buy a gift. They're
That is true.
restricted, they're mobile. This is what they do. They have a note. If you see the film again, if you see the climax again, she has a note like this in her hand,
Hmm.
which is not even showing, it is just peeping a little from her hand.
Yeah.
And we couldn't use the part where she gives it to Chintu because that was not required.
Hmm.
But she still has it, and she has her aanchal like this, and she's clapping, and she can't sing the birthday song, but she's
Yeah.
very happy. Has that note.
Right. So she has something
So
to offer to Chintu.
yeah, Tilotama asked me, "Where is this house? Give me the map of this house. I want to know how many roads exit from here and there. I want to know where's the closest hospital, where's the closest bank. I want to know, do I go to a bank?" Because it blew our minds. An actor is so aware of things, and when she said it, she meant it.
Hmm.
And then we created a story that in Baghdad, in the city, you are at this place, there are these many lanes, there's this school, the school is somewhere here, the bank is somewhere here. And then she asked us to incorporate one line about her leaving the house, going and getting something. Towards the climax, there's a dialogue where she says, I'm glad I went to the market.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And
got these
got
things.
biscuits. Yeah.
In the very beginning, while they're discussing and discovering that Wahid has given these DVDs to them,
Right.
he says कि हम देखे थे उसको बैंक के पास.
That's right. Yeah.
So, so these are things she said that she wants to incorporate, and see how intelligently Satyanshu has used them in the narrative
Yeah.
at the right point. She saw he saw Wahid selling these DVDs near the bank when she was at the bank. It also creates a sense of backstory.
Also,
It,
I mean, you also say that the landlord in the film, he's like he has come from such a far place to here, so that also gives a spatial understanding of what's happening.
yeah.
So I think that was
Otherwise you're shooting on a film floor, na,
yeah,
a shooting floor, and you're coming every day from Yari Road from your house,
yeah,
and you are staying with your husband, and then your Vinay is supposed to play your husband. How do you transform? These are the things that you create.
right.
These details, some memories here and there, and stuff like that.